Everyone, my name is Jazz Frog, and on this video I'm gonna show to you a guide about Lancer. I will cut this section into three. First is the talking about the skill tree and the job affinity of. Next is I'm gonna fight some boss and showcase to you some kind of strategy. I can give you some tips. And lastly is build suggestion and also my build if you want to copy my build. But do take note, my build is not optimized. So let's go. Let's see what Lancer does. Oh, the tip section. Tips, Lancer. Lancers use Lancer skewing force on distance. Yeah, it's basically just throw your lance. That's it. And this is one of the first ability that has an aiming figure. Aiming, what do you call that? I don't play too much fight. I don't play too much shooting games. So let's go with the jab. As you can see, just throw the lance. You can actually charge it up to 3 phases. And the mastery of the lancer is, where are you? Is when you defeat an enemy with 0 HP or break, it ends with a soul burst. So if you're fighting the enemy, if you're normal enemies or you're just wandering around the world, if you just spam the lancer, that's great, baby. You just basically get a soul burst out of it. Also, do take note that it appears attack type and stat bonus is agility. Let's go for the passive stats: breakage, recovery speed, enemy weakness, physical damage. I think this is total of 2.9. Okay. Lightbringer duration. So yeah, Lancer likes to go for always Lightbringer. This is 9%. This is 13%. So that's basically like a 20% of this or 19% of Lightbringer duration. And enemy weakness. So the first is 2.9. If this is 4.3, that's basically like 6 or 7 something. This only applies when you are applying weakness damage to the enemy. Now, for you to have easily acquired weakness, you might want to use the command ability of the warrior, which is the Mighty Strike. Now, let's go with the abilities. Combo abilities I can get is Cyclone, Ascension, and Piercing Blow. The job routes are Monk and Dragoon, of course. Yeah, Dragoon, baby. So the links are. Where's the link? Where's the link? Not that. This one. Side link, increase attack speed. Of course, it will give you a side link because of the 250 of this Lancer. And the back link are increased physical damage there. And the difference about the Evocation Ultima is that the Evocation Lancer is a. When you hit a fully charge, you gain a haste buff. Next is when you. There's an accumulation of increased physical damage taken. Basically, if when you hit the enemy with this, you basically uh, increase the physical damage taken of the enemies. So, of course, if you can see, they are the same stats. Even if I spam the shit out of this. But the difference is that from the evocation, you can get the third link, which is physical damage dealt, and the second, and while the ultima is on, I think the parry link. Greatly reduce the enemy max break gauge on impact. So that's all the job trees of the Lancer. Let's go for the links. Not links. What I mean is the affinity for 20, HP 25, agility, and HP for 30. For the 50%, pierce break damage dealt by 5.9. For 80, strength, agility, +1, +2, and HP 50. Pierce break damage 9.8%. And for the last stat will be given is HP 75, strength 2, and agility 3. Now this is the unique about the 250 of the basic job for the lance is that you gain a guard attribute when you are on the normal attack, not the combo ability itself. So when you do a side link, right, left, you are on a guard state. Next is of course, the 400%, which is the enables all weapon ability damage. Oh, sorry, weapon unlocks all weapon ability. Next is it increase all the lance combo ability. Sorry about that. 600 reduce the epic cost of the lance abilities and increase the effects of 20, 30, 80, and 160. And lastly, 800 is of course it enhances your 20, 30, 80, 160 depending on your affinity. Like more 800% is the more powerful stats you can get. So about the summon affinity, summon blessing affinity, I did use Odin, but there are some goods. There's one. Odin is more on strength build. If you want to go for some strength lancer, go for Odin because it gives you 6 strength per 100%. But if you want to be agility, you might want to invest on to Fenrir set because Fenrir gives you 6 agility per 100%. But that doesn't mean you cannot use both. Like if I use a example, if I because I focus on strength, I can actually make this for like whatever the amount I can get. But that's up to you. It all depends on your build. So let's go. By the way, I may not be able to showcase to you like 100% solo job because most of my builds are combo because if you know me, I really love doing a combo in this game. So that's a start, but I will do my best to show it to you. Wait, my Lightbringer Duration is on the what do you call this? What is my staff build? Pilgrim. Pilgrim. So of course, if you use evocation, go for the Pierce Spur. And I like the third link of these, which is gives you more damage. Oh. Ooh, baby. Oh yeah, Spear of Judgment. I really love that skill because it's strength and intellect based. Do make sure to always check the stat bonus you're gonna use too. Gonna charge my power. Trifecta. There you go. That's a good one. And the range of the lance is actually very long. Lancer, I mean. This is 3 boss. Not bad. As you can see, there's an aiming spot. And once again, if you are charging something, you can cancel it with the guard or... Oh, shit, I forgot the command ability of the lance. Guess I can show it to you. No, I mean... I'm gonna talk to it. Oh shit. Give me power! Woo, baby! I should have used the Lancer on that. But hey, it works, baby. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't like getting grabbed on that particular. Woo! Let me go for the Lightbringer. Go side link, baby. I'm just spamming lightning. There you go. The thing about Pierce attack is that it deals a great amount of damage as long as you know how to use it. Because there are a lot of NFs that are weak to Pierce. Some are strong to certain attacks like slash strike, but some are weak to pierce. My greatest example is Death Machine actually. He's actually weak to spears. What? Okay. I'm gonna charge my power. Yeah, exactly. Oh, 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 oh. The slow debuff is so cool from Shiva. I'm not sure if my Shiva is from my field Grimace of the Lance. So if you make a build that is optimized to the Lancer, you will be a monster. Ooh. Okay. So let's go about the builds before we go home. I mean, after we go home. So see the range of that, and it's actually quite a big hitbox because I've been doing this for like a normal enemies, and sometimes as long as that circular one, there's a circular black. Not sure if you can show it, can see it, but if enemy hits on that, that's a hit, even with the slightest damage. So let's go back and see what kind of affinities you might want to work on with the Lancer job. Oh, about the command ability, let's go for the job trees. I forgot the command ability, sorry. Whoa, whoa. MP cost through in buff duration. Meh. Okay, let's go. The command ability of the lance is the Swayback. I'm sorry about that. The Swayback. The Swayback is a big back step, and you are in iframes on that one. And the thing is, it also refills your break gauge, and this is a good one for combo abilities, comboing. If you want to cancel your combos or normal attacks with the Swayback. And so let's go about the affinities that I suggest. If you want to go for the break damage, of course, duelist is no brainer. If you want to go for if you can go for 160, then go for it. 120 is enough, but I think 160 is a good because it gives you more agility and what do you call this? Lancer as the break gauge recovery speed stat. So you might want to use this as well if you want to focus on recovering your break gauge speed, which gives you like 12.5 and 7.5. So both with the passive stat of the Lancer and this one, it might give you like 20%, 30%. I'm not sure about my math. I'm really sorry. Next would be once again, if you want to go for the break jobs, go for 600 samurai. The side link, back link are good for the Ultima, and with the greatly reduced max breakage of the Parry link, which becomes more powerful. And in this one, I have a 600 samurai, and I mainly use the third one because my build is on B. I'm sorry. Next. Of course, Dragoon. Dragoon is like a path. Is a good way for because there's enemy weakness break damage on the passive stats of the Lancer. How much is it? It's 7.2. So mixing with this is 9.8 plus 5.9. So that's like 20% more. And 25. You may not want this because the 250, but if you can go for 450, 400, that's good. And if you want to go for the recovery HP when exploiting weaknesses, this is also good for the 600. Next would be Hunter. I think Hunter is also good for break damages. As you can see, it makes it easier to perform behind the critical chance. And restore MP if you want guards damage there. This is additional break damage and enemy weakness. Enemy weakness, yeah. Enemy weakness and break damage are good for Hunter set. And yeah, and basically refill break gauge when you are exploiting weaknesses. And agility stats. These are more agility stats. And lastly, for the breaks, go for no, not lastly. Sorry, it's for the assassin. If you want to go for agility, because assassin is a big stat for agility. As you can see, a soul shield more 600 more soul shield, and the longer you're not taking damage, the more break damage you get, and more agility stat bonus. And agility lancer is agility stat bonus. That's why my lancer doesn't deal so much damage, but it's my focus in the third link's trifecta and charging my power. And yeah, refills your breakage on successful soul shield and some agility stats as well. Tyrant is also good. If you are using the Ultima, what call this? Ultima Lancer, where you inflict ailment of Lancer. Once you inflict that, everything in your attack are critical damage. Everything, even normal attacks, everything will be critical attack. And critical are greatly break damage, more on HP damage. But that doesn't mean that you can modify the criticals from HP damage, because you can too. And refills HP based on targeting enemy weakness. That's also good. And 600 is a good for chain cancelling. When you chain cancel, you gain a lot of MP from your normal attacks. And accumulation, so it will make it easier for you to accumulate the lancer or any accumulation you got, like poison. That depends on you, and it may have quite a small amount of agility, but there is some. It's mostly intellect, but there is some agility. So if you want to go for strength damage, go for 600 warrior. Of course, enemy weakness, reduce break gauge, reduce MP cost, and stamina strength. This is the stamina strength. And while break gauge, I think there are certain ways that enemies get pushed by the lancer, but not all the time. It kind of depends. Of course, Berserker 600, Lightbringer for 600, AP recovery for bringers, especially when you are Lightbringer 400 Dragoon, that's also good. And you are on haste and you regain MP with Berserker 400. And grants, of course, shell protect when near death, and strength stamina. And refits breakage on damage death. What more? I get 400 monk. That depends. If you want to if you want to be a more tanky, 400 monk is good as well. So I searched. So I'm sorry about that. Lex is from the strength. Of course, Dark Knight 400. If you want to go 600, go for it. All effects are that are activated. More damage when enemies targeting you. Strength stats and near death damage there. Breaker is strength. This is strength based build stamina. Uh, Success soul shield more strength. Next is when you soul burst, you gain more damage there, and applies additional strength to bonus stats. More strength stat, and in case you soul burst, MP restored. MP restored when you are soul burst. Cyclic warrior, it's also good if you want to go for the 600 or 400. So here's my build. Again, this is not a optimized build. I've been optimizing this lately because I'm having a lot of fun with throwing my lance. But I think I should change some of this into damage there, because I was making this into break damage, but doesn't work too much on bosses. Not saying that it can work on break damage, it's just not my liking. It's just my personal playstyle, but this is my build anyway. Oh, my Shiva is on the Lancer. And also, these are my pets, my monsters. Bang, Lenny, Mid, Dawn, and Catastro. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.